What's up guys? Hello from China. It's Thanksgiving today, but because I'm in China, there is no Thanksgiving. But today is my birthday. I'll be going out to dinner with family later. I'm about to run out and get some groceries for lunch. I'm gonna show you guys some of the random stuff in China, in my family's hometown in Qingdao, China, and some of the car stuff. So this is just the parking lot in my grandparents' apartment complex. You get cars that you would see in America, like a Lincoln MKZ, but then you get stuff like Peugeots and Renaults and other stuff. Let's see what kind of interesting things we see. Like, I don't even know what that Nissan thing is. And then it's quite interesting. You'll find one of the interesting things is like, look, here is a E-Class long wheelbase. Usually long wheelbase cars are reserved for S-Classes and 7 Series, but you have an E300L. Long wheelbase. Slightly, look how long that rear door is. I've never legally driven on the street in China because it's just chaos and there's so many cars. So typically, the way that I get around is by walking. Sometimes take a taxi cab. They used to have Uber in China, then it got bought by I think Didi, so that's like the Chinese version of Uber. There's obviously buses. There is a subway coming to Qingdao now. They're opening up a couple lines, and then my uncle has a car, just a little Buick. So he'll give us a ride sometimes, but right now, walking to the grocery store. Let's see if we see any interesting cars. Going to get a lot of weird looks, because one, I'm walking around holding a camera, and two, I am speaking English, and I sound like a native English speaker because that woman's looking at me right now, because I was born in America and I grew up there, so I don't sound like a Chinese person speaking English. Lots of rice. All right, we're in a Chinese grocery store. Just a little like supermarket thing. We've got Chinese Snickers. Lots of rice because China, this is all rice. More just various parts of animals. Vegetarians, avert your eyes. I got some sort of mushroom here. I don't even know what the hell that is. Panamera 4. So like in China, if you aren't familiar, in most Asian countries, luxury cars get taxed crazily. So this thing is easily twice, 3 times the price it is in America for just a Panamera 4. And then you get the stuff that's actually made in China and like designed in China. Like, never heard of this brand, but it's probably very, very, very cheap. Same thing with this van-like creation. And then, oh, look at this, BYD. I think that stands for Build Your Dreams or something. They came to the auto show in Detroit once. This person is gathering quite a nice collection of little bauble things. Check out what I just found, a VW Phaeton. These are really expensive actually, even in here in China. It's like essentially a Bentley, but look at all the rear seat legroom, a little bit of reflection, but these are quite pricey in China. I saw this thing yesterday, that Panamera. That yellow is extremely bright. Don't know if it's a wrap or actual paint. I think there's a Jag X-Shay behind it too. Those 2 pretty expensive cars in China. I have no idea what this business card is for, but it has a LaFerrari on it. And it's just sitting on this old Ford. This is the 3-row Ford Edge, only available in China. I actually drove a couple of these when I was an engineer at Ford, because I was on the Edge program. We had some test vehicles. The elevator has a little TV in it that is just playing endless ads. Right now I've got some KFC going on, which is a big deal in China. Back home now, wasn't out to specifically car spot or anything, just had to run a couple blocks down to get some groceries. Figured I'd grab the camera and show you guys some interesting things. I don't know if I'll go specifically out car spotting or anything. There are some really wealthy parts of Qingdao where it's filled with Lambos, Rolls Royces, Bentleys and such. Today, going out for dinner for my birthday. China, this trip was just kind of relaxed. I'm here with family, stay at family's house, and I don't really do like touristy stuff there. So I'll definitely film dinner because that'll be fun. And maybe if I bring the camera out, I'll film some other cool stuff. This is a different kind of video, not specifically, I'm not reviewing a car or necessarily specifically vlogging anything. We're currently walking to dinner and check out this thing. It is a wagon, which is cool, but whoever owns it put a little spoiler in the back. It's a C300. Look at the diffuser and the quad exhaust tips and the AMG badge. That is just bad. We've arrived at dinner. It's a Peking duck based restaurant, so we'll have that. I have a birthday. I have a birthday crown. I'm not 20, it is definitely too small for my head. Check out the birthday cake. I'll take some videos of the food we're having. I'm not quite sure what duck law in 90 minutes means, but that's what it says on these things. Looks like walnuts. That is some sort of pork. That is on fire. That is my beer. Qingdao 啤酒。许个愿吧。唱歌。 It's like glistening with oil, holy crap. Probably not healthy, but extremely delicious. And then once they take all the meat off, make it into a bunch of thin slices, they take the actual frame and the remaining meat, you can make it into a couple different things. Usually you just get like the sauce, some onions, some cucumbers, and then the little wrappers. They're like little tiny burritos. But this place has a bunch of extra things that I haven't had before, so this will be interesting. Too much beer. Too many. That is a Ford Territory. I've never seen that before. Some Chinese market car. It's a gray, cold, and rainy day here in Qingdao. We're actually about to go get lunch, and we're gonna have Hotpot, which is one of my favorite things to get while in China. We're going to a restaurant called HaiDiLao, which is it's got some interesting touches to it. So I'll pull out the camera. They have like a noodle dance when you order some noodles. I will explain what noodle dance is because that does sound kind of weird. Then there's one of these giant shopping malls out there. So let's go inside. Holy crap, that's a Papa John's in China. Better ingredients, better pizza. They have Pizza Hut here too, but that is a Papa John's. Everybody's extremely friendly here. That's like one of the things they're known for. Extremely friendly wait staff. They're all saying hi and smiling. We've got the double tables with 2 of the burners. All right, we're gonna order the soup bases. We got 2, so we're gonna do a spicy one and a non-spicy one. They've got this cool little iPad that you can pick everything from the meats to the veggies to the soup base. All right, we get to pick what we want. Meats, seafoods, tofus, vegetables. That is the noodle dance, which I will have to show you guys later. Let's see. There's a bunch of different type of lamb, beef. Lamb is the good stuff. And then some of the seafood's pretty good too. Oh, that is straight up octopus, I think. And then those are frog legs. What else? Little squids. Eggs, little quail eggs, small quail eggs. And then, yeah, all right, I'm gonna start figuring out what we want to order, and I'll show you guys the food as it's coming out. That is a brain. I've had brain before. Not a huge fan of it. That's the first one here. You can split it between the 2 different flavors. That's the broth, and it comes to a boil, and you put the stuff in there, and that's why it's called Hotpot. My uncle is disapproving of what I wanted to order, so I'm gonna wander outside. Oh boy, people. This is where you get your sauce mixture. That one's busy. So the base is going to be a peanut sesame sauce, and then there's all sorts of different toppings you can add, whether it's pickles or leek flour sauce or chili oil or chili powder. We got like chives down here, and then there's various snacks up here, fruits, cucumbers, little tiny oranges that apparently I just had one earlier. You take the whole thing and you eat it with the peel. You don't peel them at all. It was kind of weird. We got some porridges. Plates and bowls down there. Check it out. It's kind of chaos right now. It's busy. People have their food ordered. All right, I am going to go back to the room. I love finding poorly translated stuff. Look at that. Tomato and mushroom. And then we have superior beef sauce, because there's an inferior one somewhere. In order to ensure your clothes don't get dirty, you get this little apron thing you put on. So we're all wearing aprons. That is a big pot of soup, or broth, I guess. It's spicy. That's gonna be very spicy. So he's got the noodles, and it starts off in like that bundle, and then he'll do the thing to make it longer. It's pretty impressive that he hasn't like hit anything. So that's what I meant by the noodle dance, and now you understand. All right, we have a second one, so he's gonna demonstrate it again. It's like jump rope. Oh, door opened. Uncle's on the way. I don't know how you even like cultivate this skill.
年9还摆了不开啊。
地方很多，这种个小地方，咱让人搅和的，人什么都碰不惯。
And he's done.
等会儿你看一下，
这下这边
啊，一边一份
我去洛杉矶吃过。
洛杉矶有海底捞。
对，洛杉矶开了家海底捞，去吃过一次。This dessert looks like a tiny rabbit. That's interesting. All right, we just finished up lunch, and look at this in the parking structure. Brand new G63. It's got a Brabus badge on it. Oh my God, the new generation of G-Class is amazing. It's from Beijing, and I mean, this thing in China is easily $300,000-$400,000. They're crazy expensive here. Pretty cool. Just left the lounge here at the Beijing airport, heading to the gate, about to board a flight back home. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the car stuff while I was here in China, some of the food stuff for sure. Back to regularly scheduled car reviews, RS7 content, any podcasts coming very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.